painted the last coat of paint like 2 hours before driving to Alberta. And then look at this. I scratched the paint with my socket. Pretty mad about it.
Now don't go wasting my precious time.
About to go catch myself a cab. I thought we got big storms at sea. This is nuts. I wouldn't want to be out here in a boat, I'll tell you that much.
Jay, who's biffed it?
I think there's slightly a bit of current in there. We might not be able to sail this body of water, people. Buffaloes! It's been 2 years. We can't find Sitka.
Hi, my name is Kenna, and this is Jay. We live aboard our Choi Lee Offshore 41. Her name is Sitka. Currently, we are sailing and exploring our beautiful home here on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. I'm new to sailing, but I'm learning and loving it more and more each day. Jay, on the other hand, was born a salty sailor. As he takes me under his wing to get ready to sail around the world, join us on our adventure of falling in love with the beauty of life and the wonders of each other. Welcome to the story of us, and welcome to Sailing Sitka. Alright. Well, we're back on the boat. We just got back from Alberta last night and just took the tape off the door because, like I've mentioned in 2 weeks episodes from now, we painted the last coat of paint like 2 hours before driving to Alberta. So just took the tape off. So that's what it looks like. And then the little window is gonna come here. Alright, so I just finished putting the acrylic on. It did crack at a little place. It is old and shitty, to be honest. So we'll probably have to redo it at some point. I don't think it's gonna leak. It's just a little surface crack, but if it does, we can always redo it. I'm just kind of running out of time here before we leave offshore, so I gotta move on to more important stuff than beautifying things. But this is what it looks like. And then on the other side, I put our nice little bronze ring, so that looks really nice. So now I'm gonna do the final install of getting all the gear on there so that we can actually close it and open it and secure it. So I'm gonna do some measurements, probably have to go to the chandlery and get some gear here, and then hopefully we'll have the door installed by the end of the day. It won't be 100% final, as we'll have to do gaskets and little adjustments on the gear that we'll need to actually have it on the inside to tighten it down. So what I'm talking about is, once we put the door on here, I want to have a way of pulling this door towards me, basically, so that this part here, which is wider under the door, comes and sits on the gasket I'm going to be putting in here to give a good weatherproofing all the way around. And then the other thing I need on the door is some sort of appendage like this, so I can lock the door from the outside, but I don't want it to be all the way sticking out like this one here, because contrary to this door, which folds open like this other door is a full door, so it's going to be like this, and I don't want it to sit like so. So I'm probably just going to have to spend a bit more money and get one that folds down and that we can just lift up for when we want to lock the door. So I think that's what I'm going to go get right now, and then I'm just going to reuse these hinges, although they're not the prettiest. They will work, so I'll just do that. Alright, so this is what the door looks like now. So a lot better than it did before. So yeah, now I just gotta basically get something to mount here. And the hinges, I'll just put the same as you see they line up here from the old door here. So that should be good. Like, that's how it's gonna go. Actually, it's gonna be about there. All right, so we're at step, I don't know anymore, it's 964. So when those glued on, I went and got, where did I put it, this little fitting here, which is going to be to lock the door. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. These are the old hinges that I just polished up and cleaned. So we're gonna drill the holes for that. I got all my new stainless here, so it's got going on here, a little blues in the background, you know, to keep Big Daddy Safari down low. Calm down, Big Daddy. So I tend to rush these final steps sometimes, and then I wreck my work in the finishing detail. So I'm trying to like calm down a little bit, take her easy, and hopefully the finished result looks a little bit better. So that's one thing I need to work on, is the finishing of stuff. I tend to be I'm really excited about the conceptualization of projects and like the big work and creating it and shaping it and fiberglass and the woodwork, but then when it comes to the little finicky final details, that's where sometimes I screw things up. So I'm going to try to take her easy today. All right, so that's what we're working on right now. All right, old doors there. I recycled these guys from it. Gotta save some money because we're about to have no jobs. I was about to get in trouble for not filming, so I'm about to drill some holes while I started. And that's for the locking for this guy here. That's gonna have the locking ring. I've put the hinges on. I did have a very, very big Space Cadet moment, and that is that this, because the old door was flat edge here, there's no like recessed area. I forgot to take that into consideration when putting the hinges, so I had to actually unscrew them to put them in. But anyways, they go down, they're fine now, but I won't be able to just lift the door off. It would be kind of a nightmare to lift it off because this one would get stuck. So I might need to take a bit more wood here, like make this like gradual, and the bottom one not so much. Kind of a weird setup, but I don't know. Hinges sometimes mystify me, but so that's one thing I might need to do. And then the other thing is that this here might need to be taken down to compensate for, because you see here it comes and hits it right there. So yeah, but I like the door a lot actually. But there's a few things I'd like it to go further down, obviously. So, but yeah, that's what it looks like for now. All right, so there you have it. So this thing moves up or down, so you can have it in a down position when you're not using it. But right now it's fine like this. And then, so that's what the door looks like. And then you can see there's a bit of an edge there, so it's not perfect. It looks good from a foot apart. Haha. But yeah. And then look at this. I scratched the paint with my socket. Pretty mad about it. And I cut myself. And this is what the boat looks like. I'll just shut the music here. So this is what the boat looks like for just putting hinges and a locking mechanism on a door. So we got a tool bag there. New impact driver that I got to use. Thanks, Roger Dodger. New tool bag from Kenna's dad, and then we got all these tools all over the place and all this shit everywhere to do one job. Let's see how my love reacts to the door. She's on her way. She doesn't know I'm filming though.
Oh my god, and you put the...
Yeah, I put the little thing in there for the privacy thing. Do you like it?
Oh my god, it's so nice.
You just got punked. First morning with the new door, and yeah, beautiful sunrise, and see how cool this looks with the nice rainbow colors coming in now through that little porthole. The reason it does that is because we put that little mesh kind of sticker thing on. Same thing we have here in the heads. Gives a little bit more privacy and makes these cool rainbow colors, so that's quite nice. So big upgrade from what we used to have, which was just like no light whatsoever. I will be adding a wood trim here and a wood trim here, and that's where the gasket's gonna come in between, and there's gonna be these thumb screws here to like pull this inwards a bit. I'm gonna have to trim a little bit too down here as it does bind a tiny bit, but you know, doors at weird angles on hinges. I did the best I could, and I want something like similar to this basically, so one end on the door and one end on the frame, and then by turning these thumb screws, this pulls down on the gasket. So I want something similar for that door, and that would do two things. It would make the the door actually really watertight, but secondly it would actually act as a lock as well for the door, and then we could just have a little loop up here to actually just lock it, or just something like that, so that way it's completely locked from the inside, which would make Kenna feel a lot safer, especially when we're in anchorages where we don't really know the people and stuff. So anyways, that's the update. It's woke up early this morning. Kenna's sleeping. I was a bad boy and I fell asleep on the couch watching sailing videos. Anyways, see you guys.
Hold on now, let's rewind back.
Road trip!
Road trip, baby! Let's go! It didn't take us too long to find another boat.
You heard that right. At the end of July, we packed our bags for a road trip to my hometown in Alberta. I'm from a small town called Lacombe, which is about a 13-hour drive from our home here in Victoria, BC. Although it is a scenic drive, it is also a long one. We decided after a good 5 hours in, we would stop and treat ourselves to a luxurious 5-star hotel. Or so we thought.
Welcome to our crib. Yeah, we're so cheap. I would literally spend like $2,000 on a winch. Well, it would still hurt financially, but I would do it if it was needed for the boat and for offshore sailing. But hotels, no, I was gonna sleep in the car on this road trip. But then we ended up getting this little crack shack on the side of it.
It's called the Budget Inn.
It's called the Budget Inn in Kamloops. Very nice service though.
Yeah, she was great.
Very nice. This carpet has seen some stuff. We don't know what it's seen, but it's seen some stuff, let me tell you. I wouldn't eat off of it.
Oh god. It's a little dodgy, yes.
It's fine. We have a squall. It's time to furl up the shit jib. The shit winds are blowing, Stanley. Let's go. I will do offshore sailing anytime in front of this shit. I hate this. This sucks. See, you can't host two in this shit.
Oh my god.
Rogers Pass. We're in Rogers Pass. Roger! Dad!
My precious time. Get your act together, you'll be just fine. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Let's tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I wanna sailboat, I wanna sailboat, I wanna sailboat, I wanna sailboat, I wanna sailboat. Well, we missed it, but we're in Alberta now.
We're in a bounce.
We're Alberta.
Bam.
God's country.
Once we reached Alberta, we stopped in Banff to enjoy some great food and even better views. As it was Jay's first time here, we did some sweet but short sightseeing. It might not look like it now, but this day was crazy hot. It rose up to 36 degrees Celsius. It goes without saying, we didn't spend too much time lollygagging and hopped right back into the car for the last 3-hour leg.
Oh, Lacombe, baby! That's right! We're in Kenna's hometown. I still haven't seen a wild buffalo, but I heard they're roaming these parts.
That's the horse race track that I worked at.
No, Kenna worked at this horse racetrack. I put it all on Herbert number 4. You go, boy! You're my boy, Blue!
Right there.
Is that buffaloes?
Yeah.
Buffaloes! Can we catch one?
There you
Look at
go. What'd you
They
just
look-
see, Jay?
I saw wild buffaloes in the wild. We're lost in the desert. It's been 2 years. We can't find Sitka. Send help.
This is looking a lot different than the ocean, you guys. Holy shit.
We're running out of water.
We're in Drumheller, Alberta.
And my mom got us new shirts.
And these are called hoodoos. Once believed by natives to be giants turned into stone.
Yeah, they referred to
Evil
them as
spirits.
evil spirits, and they thought they were giants that turned into stone.
Which is kind of cool.
Due to evil deeds, which is actually very interesting.
Mama made it.
And then my mom made it. Dad's dying somewhere over there.
Dad's playing.
Big Daddy Safari. What we have here is a rare species, only found. Yes. They are hostile when approached. Use caution. Do not feed the wildlife. I think we found a giant's foot. Big toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They had 6 toes back then. Didn't you guys
probably
know?
did have 6 toes. They need more balance because they're massive.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
After spending the afternoon hiking some hoodoos with my family, we stopped at the Royal Tyrrell Museum here in Drumheller, Alberta, which happens to be the largest dinosaur and fossil museum in the world.
I'm an Armonite. Although Armonites are found all over the world, they have a unique form of preservation in southwestern Alberta. Armonites were extinct, hard-shell, squid-like marine creatures that lived 400 to 66 million years ago.
Are you out here looking for dinosaurs?
I found one.
The next day, we headed to a rodeo out by a town called Tees. I used to come here all the time growing up, and it was such a great feeling being back here with my family and showing Jay what it's all about.
Oh shit.
All right, Grady. There it is. Come on, friends, let's help this guy.
They're big. These aren't even big.
Oh, look at that big one.
Yeah, this
looking
guy's
at
like
you. Holy
this guy's squaring off.
This is Guy and Tammy's farm, both two beautiful humans who are friends with my parents and who happen to be at the rodeo at the same time as us. After cooking in the heat all day, they opened their arms and their beautiful home to welcome us for a drink and to pet big old Lucy.
Yeah, hold the tail.
And then once her head's in it, you can pet her. Just shake it, just shake it. Luz, come on. Oh man, she knows the difference.
Yeah, she must.
Come on, Luz.
She's smart.
Yeah, I'll back away him. Maybe she'll go.
Yeah, she'll want the tail. There you go. Once her head's in it, you can slowly reach up and pet her. There you go. Go ahead.
She's
Yeah, she
strong.
yards it.
Yeah, she yanks it.
She's hungry.
Hi, baby. Come on.
The other cows won't eat the grain.
Not like her. We
Yeah.
raised her. She lost her mother, so we bottle fed her
Yeah.
and stuff, so she's pretty. The other guys will eat it if we dump it and leave,
Yeah.
but they won't come to us like her. You can reach up and pet her neck. She'll let you.
Aww. Cutie pie.
Lulu.
I don't want to scare her.
Don't scare her. Just
She'll be
She's
scared.
getting friendlier. It's just been so long since I've done that. But you'll be fine.
Hey, buddy.
We'll just adjust.
Hey.
Here. And then just shake it like I did.
Jesus, she is strong.
Yeah. Lucy.
Lucy, come here. Come here.
Lucy,
There
you know
you
you
go.
can't resist even when you're full.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. Jesus, she's really strong. Yeah.
It's a lot of friends you have there, Jay.
Yeah. We got Lucy, Mark, Alfred, Paul, Lewinsky, Alfredo, Picasso, George, Paul, Michael. Samantha, how are you doing?
On Monday, we headed out to a special place called Nordegg, which is about an hour past Rocky Mountain House. We visited Crescent Falls, which is a beautiful area to hike and camp. It turned into one of my family's traditions to visit this 90-foot waterfall nearly every year. Being back here was a blissful feeling.
Come.
Nature's honey. Well, honey's nature too. You could fix stuff with this. I wonder if we could bring some on the boat and use it for maybe like leaks like they used to use beeswax back in the day. If anybody knows, let us know in the comment. Can you use tree sap? I know they used it back in, like, I know the First Nations used it for canoes and stuff, if I'm not mistaken. But that'd be kind of cool. Because like this is kind of like, you know? Let us know in the comments.
Light them on fire.
You see? I think my theory works because I just washed it in water with a bunch of sand and grit and it's still super sticky. So I think if you rub this around like a cone structure, like a wood plug, and fill the hole, it would 100% stop the leak.
I'm getting out of this one.
That's so cute. That's so cute, isn't it?
It's the song of my people. The only instrument I can play, the gate.
Take that away from him now.
Okay, boat is sinking. Come on, Kenna, boat's sinking. Faster. Faster, Sitka's sinking. Oh, there we go. There we go.
This is Abraham Lake, located only 15 minutes past Crescent Falls. With beautiful turquoise waters consisting of rainbow and lake trout, we spent the last hour soaking up nature's beauty.
Gotcha.
No, you didn't get
Yes,
me.
I
You have to
did.
touch me.
Oh, I'm not actually gonna stab you.
Gotcha. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You didn't touch me.
I
It's on
did
camera.
cut you.
It's on camera.
I didn't cut you. You're breaking it.
Yeah,
Wait,
defend yourself.
wait. I'm busy.
This is the real world.
I'm busy.
You're busy. That doesn't happen.
Hey, pause. Pause.
You're dead. You can't pause. You're dead. Down in Alberta, we get hailstorms apparently. So we gotta run away and hide the cars because there's no garage. So it's gonna ruin the car. So we're hiding. Where are we gonna go hide, hun?
Probably either a funeral home, a shell, or an ESO, or the Jehovah Witness Church also got a good coverage. So one of those. Oh my god.
Here's she blowing. It was literally sunny like 10 minutes ago, I swear to God. We just finished having dinner. Like a bunch of cars I think around here do the same thing. They all go and hide if you don't want your car ruined.
Okay, I don't have time for your shit.
Kenna's getting real. Mama's getting. Mama's. We need to sell this car without damages because that's.
Christian's literally going to funeral home right here. Like, Dad's there. Dad's there. He sees that blue, not that.
I don't know. Cause, yeah, there's people hiding right now. Because yeah, this is gonna be what funds our trip. They're selling this car and my car, so let's not ruin them.
Trees on the road, like.
My car's in BC and safe from hail, but this car isn't yet. So.
Crazy. It's fucking crazy.
I thought we got big storms at sea. This is nuts. I wouldn't want to be out here in a boat, I'll tell you that much. Like the trees are going, it's like 120 clicks. Like literally my body was physically moving and I weigh 180 pounds. Like it's nuts.
All right, well that was Alberta for you. We just finished going out in Calgary with one of my best friends, Nikita, and her fiance, JP. And we went to a couple clubs and over dinner. It was a really fun time. And now we're just driving on home. We're about 4 hours from Vancouver Island, so we're nearly there. We're missing Sitka very, very much. But we did have a turn of events at 5:45 a.m. this morning, and Jay's going to share that with you.
Yeah, so 5:45 a.m. and we were staying at Nikita's and JP's house. Thanks again, guys, for letting us stay there. And obviously, like it's 5:45, and we went out the night before, so we're trying to be quiet and not, wake these people up. And we go outside and we go to put my bag in the trunk, and the goddamn truck won't close.
like the actuator that closes it just clicks open, close, open, close, open, close, and won't keep the trunk closed. So we're like, maybe it's a sensor issue. We removed all the stuff. Long story short, nothing we did try to fix it worked. So, and the one time that I don't have rope on me, I have like a full-on safety bag that I bring in. This is not my car, but I brought it from my car into Kenna's car for this road trip, and I didn't have rope in it. I have everything else in there. And we probably have, without exaggeration, probably 3,000 foot of rope and line on our boat. And the one time I don't have rope is the one time I need it. So from now on, I'll have 20-foot line in here. So we ended up having to stop at we stopped at multiple gas stations on the way, and none of them had rope. And finally we found one. So we used a bungee cord for a while, but that would keep the trunk would still bounce up and down. So long story short, said that 3 times already. Short story long. We ended up using an alpine hitch with that little piece of rope that we bought, and now she's secured on a blanket in the back. I don't know if you can see it, but
Probably not, but I'll insert
we'll show you from the outside once we get out.
what our system is like right now, how we're holding it down. It's hilarious.
Yeah, we think it's just a sensor issue because we picked up Kenna's summer tires and
As you can tell, it's pretty full, and like the entire trunk is filled as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fantastic visit with my parents and my family, and get to show Jay all the quirks of Alberta.
Yeah, I had a blast. And the car's fuller too, because Kenna's dad, Roger, the beauty that he is, like, we came there with like 3 less tools than we have now. Now we got a bunch more tools that I'm excited to use.
My dad was like, Jay, do you want this tool? Could you use this tool? And you're like, I literally not gonna say no to any tool.
I'm not gonna say no to any tool that you offer me, Roger. Any tool's welcome on Sitka.
Yeah.
But we don't have room for any more sweaters.
Come on. Thank you again, my parents, for having us.
Yeah,
It was such a lovely time. We love you so much, and we love everyone else that we visited.
If you haven't done so already, I would like you to heavily press the like button. Heavily press the like button, and then write us a little comment. And we'll read it, and we'll respond. And it'll make our day. And it'll make your day. I guarantee it. It's the Big Daddy Safari guarantee. All money back, 30 days. You call now, we sell you 4 later. I don't know what I'm talking about. I gotta concentrate on the road. See you guys. Love ya. They see me rolling. They hating, patrolling, trying to catch me right.
Dad's gonna try to skip this rock. Here we go. And fail.
Just out here where we were.
Kids, if you don't smarten up, you're not going to Disneyland. You hear? Now you get.
I really hurts. I
know it.
Belly?
Yeah, I really hurts.
My belly hurts
From
from
a
a
really hot.